I will make a sort of bag for important papers, a sort of, I don't know the name, a sort of briefcase, I don't know. It will have, this is the back, here will be papers, this will be an inner sleeve, like this. This will be documents, of course. This will be a part of the face, like this. And this is another sleeve, another pocket, I don't know the name. I will reinforce the bottom and it will have a cover. This will be the cover. And it will have a handle, and the closure system I don't know yet. The gusset will be like this. This sort of gusset, like this. You will have all the signs for the holes on the pattern, but I will show you how to make it without. So first I will glue this bottom, this reinforcement for the bottom here. Then I will make the holes, then I will stitch. I make the holes easy with this Vietnamese punch system. I will stitch with a thinner thread. These holes have 1 mm diameter, but I will stitch with 0.8 mm. I stitched the bottom. I also stitched the flap. I don't know how long it will be and where it will be the handle. You will know that, of course. Now I will glue this part and I will show what to do after that. I glued this piece, as you see. What a nice pocket we have here. Let's see the bag again. It will look like this. Okay. And now I will make these holes according to the pattern. This time I use the pattern because I will use the gusset with the same signs. You see? But these stitchings and probably these stitchings, you can make them freehand. There is no need to use the pattern, only if you want. Because I want to have the same distance, I will use this marker. So I will make the holes. I have to be very careful. I don't have very clear signs, but it's enough. And so on. Now we will do something mixed. I will glue these parts together and then I will mark the signs using the pattern. So first glue, join the parts, I have some glue on this. I use a piece of crepe. Okay. Now use the pattern to mark the signs. Initially I wanted to place a zipper, but it isn't necessary. This will stay close good. So these holes are important. They will match with these holes. So I will mark them. And these ones are not important, so I will make them freehand. You see? Always simplify your life. Back. Back. Make the holes. These holes using the pattern. Like this. These holes freehand. Nobody will see here what you are doing. It is inside. After that I will stitch this line. This one not, I won't stitch it. This one, these two, I won't stitch them. I have this inner sleeve, this piece that will make partitions. It will be here. And now I will make this stitching and then this stitching. I will come back after I will make these stitchings. I stitched this and I almost stitched this. It's not easy, but it is doable. You have to be very careful, and if you will use a thicker leather, you can add on this axe 1 millimeter or 2 millimeters on the pattern. Here you can cut the pattern on this line and enlarge it with 1 or 2 millimeters, but it's not necessary. You can stitch it like this, but it is somehow an effort. These stitchings will be easy peasy after that, this one and this one. It will be no problem in doing them. See, you have to grab the inner sleeve with the needles. You see? It is good to have a pattern for this stitching. It's not the simplest stitching. Now I will end this, like this and like this. And I will hide the thread, like this. And like this. You see it's inside. Burn the end of the thread. And now everything is fine. And now we will have to do the easiest part. I will bend this. Careful with that X Eugene. I don't think it's necessary to show how to stitch this. I will stitch this, this, then this. This is the simplest part of the work, and after that I will make the handle and the closure. But that will be tomorrow. It's late now. I will stitch a few steps to see how easy it is. As usual, let's make it lower. Okay. Everything matches perfectly. I will cease filming. And of course, after I'll finish, I will turn everything. And you see? It closes perfect because I made this in angle. I have an angle here, you see. A few steps here to see how easy it is, only because of this. This stitching is not the easiest one, but all the rest is very easy. And this one is easy if the thickness of the leather is a little one. Thin leather. I think I will line a part of the flap to reinforce it. It isn't necessary if the leather is stiff. I stitched a lot. I lined the flap, just the lower part, because I want it to stay stiff. I will close it with this tuk, so it will be something like this. You will have different tuk-tuks, I guess, so it's important to learn the algorithm to place a tuk-tuk. I will make the pattern for what I have, but you will have something else, I guess. So this is the second part of the tuk-tuk. I already trimmed this, but let me show you how to do it. You see, first I made all these holes, then I trimmed this accordingly. This will be like this. Now for sure it stays good. So this will be in the middle, this here, like this. It looks awesome. So now I will place everything correct. I will measure and I will place it in the middle, but first I will use edge paint everywhere. I also have to make this handle. I have signs of holes here. Everything is with holes. So I will stitch this and this. And then I will stitch it on the flap like this. I like it very much. I like this object very much. Stitching the handle. Easiest thing. And so on. I will place the tuk-tuk on the flap. If you have a different tuk-tuk, you will have to adapt it. That's why glue is always an option, a very good one. Okay. Now you see it have two holes. I will place it here. I will mark the holes. I don't see where are the holes, so I will repeat the process. It's important. Now I can see the holes. I will make this like this, and now I see where they are. because I want to stitch a part of this biscuit. Call it biscuit. I call it a biscuit. So I will make. You have the holes on the pattern, but again, you will need a Tuk Lock like mine. Okay. And now I will make all these holes and I will stitch everything. And only after that I will place this Tuk Lock. I made the stitchings 1, 2, and as I told you, I will place the Tuk Lock here. Please, please, please. It's too loose, but we always have solutions, because this is what we do. It match. I will use this screwdriver. I don't know where one of these are. The Tuk Lock is fixed. Now we have to place this in the right position. So let's help ourselves with this. What is their name? Crocodiles. 1 and 2. You see, it will be perfect. I will mark just a little. If you want to do something perfect and you don't make 100 bags from the same leather, you will have to do like this. I will scratch. The back of this, I will scratch it too. I will glue it. You know that. I will glue because I glue. Okay. And now let's place it. I have the marks, but I will check if it is perfect like this. You see, it really is perfect. Now I have this thin plastic, so I place it here. I will mark the lines. You will have the holes on the pattern, but again, if you want to do this perfect, you will have to do like I do. I can do that because I can stitch with the hand inside. When you make custom bags, you make only one of a kind. So is this fit inside? Yes. Oh, it's better. It's better to use this. So when you... Now I will stitch with the hand inside. For me there is no problem. Usually I use thin and long needles. These are short needles, they are John James needles. John James are very good needles, but I'm used to longer and thinner needles. Probably you already know that. In small spaces I use John James. I stitched the tuk-tuk. Look how smooth it works. The construction is somehow elastic, so it will stay good. And now I have to stitch the handle. I have the marks, everything is okay. It will be here. You can stitch it, of course, on the marks, or you can make the hole using glue. I will use glue. The mark helps me to place the handle. Walk with me. One of my best handles, I guess. I think it looks awesome. It matches perfect with this little bag. I stitched the handle. Now I will burn the thread. And let's see what has been done. This is it. It's put like this. It has one big compartment, another big compartment, an inner sleeve, and another one here. Tuk-tuk works perfect. This is it.